Well, for many millions of people, been an incredibly frustrating day, not being able to get to work because of the taxi strike undertaken by the South African National Taxi Council. Santaco saying it can't give the industry, government can't give the industry only 1.1 billion rand in relief for the COVID-19 lockdown. Government and the Transport Minister, Fikile Mbalula, say they can't afford to give any more money. The taxi industry also complaining it's not able to break even when taxis are running at only 70% capacity. Mosebenzi Zwane is the chair of Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Transport. He joins me now. Mr. Zwane, good afternoon to you. How do you feel about this strike? Is Santaco wrong to do this? Mr. Zwane, are you with us? Battling to get through to Mosebenzi Zwane. I understood that he was on the line. We spoke to him just a moment ago. Mr. Zwane, are you with us now?
I am with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It's not the best line, but let's just continue if we can, sir. How do you feel about the strike by the South African National Taxi Council? Are they doing the wrong thing?
Well, what we have said as a committee when we met with the department is that we do understand the plight of the industry in terms of how they are badly affected by this COVID-19, and our wish was that the department and the association should sit around and find an amicable solution. When it comes to the issue of them having decided to go on strike, as we all know that in South Africa that is legal, I can't say I am disappointed, but I can only say I personally thought these two sides will be able to meet and resolve these issues amicably, because I think both sides have the capacity of understanding that our people at the end of the day should not suffer, as much as we also have to understand that COVID-19 has actually affected all of us.
Is R1 billion just too little? Do you think R1 billion is about right for the taxi industry from government, considering what you say and what the Transport Minister has said, that everyone is feeling financial pain at the moment?
Well, I'm not in a position to can say R1 billion is sufficient or not, because I've not been furnished by the details of that as a committee. So I am unable to really have a view on the sufficiency or the insufficiency of the R1 billion. Although I wish that the two sides could be able to reach an applicable solution so that our people cannot suffer going forward.
One of the big dynamics here is what's often called formalization of the industry. In other words, turning taxi associations into taxi companies. You'd have proper accounting officers. And in the middle of that, you would have taxis, let me put it like this, paying perhaps more tax than they do at the moment. You'll know it's a cash business. Should we be trying to do this? Is this a good moment for government to do this? I mean, the taxi industry is worried that SARS would be involved in paying out this money for some reason. That seems to worry them.
Well, our view is, as a committee, is that the industry should also be treated like the buses and everybody who is in the business. And looking at their plight, we should be able to say what is applicable and what is not applicable. So I thought that would be part of the decision, but formalizing the taxi industry is what we also wish for as a committee as soon as possible.
The taxi industry is an industry that has significant power in society because of the service they provide. In other words, they have far more impact if they go on strike than almost any other industry. Do you believe they may be misusing their power today?
Well, I understand the impact of the taxi industry going on strike. It's huge. Many people are going to suffer. But at the same time, I can't say as a chairperson that right is waived if people are not happy. That is why we have emphasized that you should try and avoid such actions by sitting around the table and negotiating and coming up with an amicable solution. It's unfortunate that it has come to this level where the two sides cannot meet and agree. So people are going to suffer, which is unfortunate.
I can see the careful line you're trying to tread here, Mr. Zwane. I do want to ask you, the former President Jacob Zuma, he's due in court tomorrow. Are you going to be supporting him? Do you think people in the ANC should be supporting the former president?
Zuma is us and we are Zuma. There is no way that we should think of not supporting him or supporting him. He is our comrade. He is our former president. He is the president of the ANC. I stand by him until the end. And I think it is only correct that people should be allowed to support one of their own.
Do you believe he's innocent of the charges, of the corruption charges?
Well, I cannot get to that level. I believe in him. I believe in what he's saying. And I think it is correct that we should prove his innocence in court, and we stand by him.
You yourself, sir, have been accused in public of wrongdoing. You'll know the charges that have been made against you. Are you worried that someone is going to come and charge you with corruption anytime soon?
Well, what I understand in South Africa is that most of these people who stand for the truth and they marginalize the problems in this country. And if anybody comes tomorrow and charge me, I'm ready. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I will go the distance like anybody else. I am not different from any other citizen in the country.
So you're innocent of wrongdoing. You didn't help the Guptas or anyone else during the state capture era?
Well, you see...
Come on, Mr. Zwane, I was always going to try this, you know that.
Yeah, I think as a law-abiding citizen, anybody who thinks I'm wrong must approach the court and deal with this matter, because my name has been tarnished in public court, in media, like many others, and I think that is wrong. In this new democracy that we are facing, that we should allow a situation where when some few people do not agree with you, they can be offered an opportunity to deal with your integrity without any remorse, without any reaction from those who are in charge. I think that is wrong, but I'm readily available for anything that is thrown on my name, but I believe strongly that in this country there are people who are out there to tarnish other people's integrity because they don't agree with them. Look at the case of the Minister Nkosazana, Dlamini Zuma. She has been singled out of the whole executive, the whole collective, as the person who does not allow people to sell cigarettes when the decision was taken by the collective. It is what we face every day in South Africa, and I think we must move and struggle and fight until everybody in South Africa is treated accordingly.